Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Lynn Murphy and so excited about our next 2 hours of Absolute. And as always, I love starting out by asking for your testimonials. It is our #1 most popular jewelry line on hsn.com. And the next 2 hours we have in store for you, all about beautiful special gifts, the perfect look of a flawless diamond in our #1 silhouette. So we're gonna jump right into it, and we're gonna get started with the most difficult of all cuts in diamonds as well as in Absolute, and that's gonna be your princess cut. Not only are these gorgeous princess cut stones, they are channel set, meaning the most expensive setting on top of the most expensive cut. We're offering them today, not at $69.95, but we took $10 off, special holiday priced. These appraised at over $140, and we have it available for you in the beautiful sterling silver, or we have it available for you in our gold vermeil, which is 120 mils of gold over sterling silver. But I want you to see the design on here. The #1 size in a hoop earring is 1 inch or more. So this is 1 1/8 of an inch in the width. The princess cut stones are individually hand set flush into the precious metal, into the sterling silver. And we're also featuring carat weight, just about 2 1/4 carat, just short of 2 1/4 carat. I want to take a moment and say hello to our beautiful model, Orshi, who is going to be joining us through the next couple of hours showing off our lovely designs. And this particular one here has been a #1 top seller. Any of our princess cuts, whether it's solitaires and rings or beautiful pendants, certainly back to our matching gorgeous hoop earrings, are always a customer pick top seller and biggest top request. Under $15, 4 or 5 flex pay. In fact, we have extra flex that's gonna be going on throughout our next 2 hours when you shop with your HSN charge card. This is 459638 sterling silver or your beautiful vermeil, and only a couple dozen remaining right now in both of the beautiful metals that we're sharing with you. Okay, as we continue, we are gonna talk about another 2-minute special, because we are so incredibly limited on another favorite. This is our pear and pave multi-band ring. It looks as if you have 4 individual bands here, all wrapped together in this edgy, fun, modern look. This also appraised at $165. We offered it at $69.95. And today, for holiday, $59.95. Sizes 6 through size 10. We're looking at just about a full carat. And that would be exactly what in genuine diamonds the diamond carat weight would be. So incredibly believable, sleek, comfortable, great for every day, looks like $1 million, and once again, 4 or 5 flex pays, all available with extra flex, all Absolute today when you shop with your HSN charge card, which is terrific. And I want to talk a little bit about Absolute and why it is our #1 top visited site on hsn.com. To me, it's truly the best of all worlds. Absolute is our version of the world's finest simulant diamond as a CZ. And I always love to start out these presentations by explaining that CZs, cubic zirconias, are graded exactly the same way as genuine diamonds are. So when we grade a diamond, let's say it's a D flawless diamond, that means it's flawless. That means it is absolutely perfect, very rarely ever seen, and astronomically expensive. Well, when we compare Absolute, we compare it to D quality diamonds. Why? Because we are using the most expensive, the top, what we call and refer to A rough in the world of simulant diamonds. So you are getting that incredible fire and flawless perfect stone, that rainbow effect every time the light hits it. So in essence, it's perfect. We're even warned, don't ever cite ID in Absolute with the naked eye because you can't tell the difference. And boy, if that is not true. I want to share with everyone our showstopper right off the bat. Okay, this is so crazy special. I'm not sure how we're doing it. Won't do it again before the holiday season. It is our showstopper in our gorgeous solitaire band rings with that element. It's an eternity band ring Not a mistake at $39.95, but what I will tell you is that they will go very, very quickly in all sizes. We have silver and vermeil in your princess cut. We have your silver and vermeil in our round brilliant, and then our beautiful silver vermeil choice in our fancy marquise cut. Not only is it the perfect flawless, absolutely gorgeous center stone, the entire band is full eternity. So those gorgeous absolutes wrap all the way around. It's at a special holiday price of $39.95. Didn't stop there. How does 3 flex pay sound? $13.32. We'll ship this right out to you. You'll receive it in the next couple of days, or under $10 with your HSN charge card. Doesn't get any better than that. I can comfortably equate that look to a flawless diamond. Any one of these would be over a $30,000 version in a flawless diamond, if not more. And that's exactly the look you're getting. So you bet we're excited about our showstopper. Please jot the item number down. It's 086450. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm excited. In fact, I'm gonna grab, if I could grab the round in the white. Okay, in our showstopper. So we'll show that off to you. Here's another great introductory piece to, I'll take the heart one too, the bezel set, whenever you get a chance to. This we launched during our last big Absolute show, and the response was phenomenal because it's all about that classic ID, that classic simplicity of just a simple bar, or, you know, as an ID pendant. We did this in a more modernized version with the look of beautiful diamonds that would equate to approximately over 1.5 carats here. Necklace is included, the sterling silver necklace is included, 16 inches in length, and then there's a 2-inch extender in the back here. And this also incorporates that very modern top look that we're seeing right now in that negative space style, that negative space feel, where you get to see a bit of the skin on the underside. But look at how perfect, look at how flawless every single one of those beautiful, brilliant, round cut, absolute. I'm telling you, you will never be able to tell that they are not the most expensive genuine diamonds, the most expensive in the world. And here's what else I'm gonna ask you to do. I want you to wear your absolute just exactly like you would wear your genuine diamonds. It's in precious metals. We're talking about A quality rough, so these stones are not gonna cloud on you. They're not going to discolor. And that's the beauty of Absolute. I have had personally Absolute pieces for over 15 years, and they still look just as beautiful today as they looked from the day that I originally purchased them. Alrighty, we're counting backwards right now. We have a 90-second clock up on the screen, but as I mentioned, for a wonderful, you know, first time purchase, maybe from our Absolute collection, or as a gift for the holidays to just a young special girl who maybe has their birthday, they celebrate in April, and the diamond is their birthstone, and you want to give them something that is special that they can wear every day, that's signature to them, representing their birthstone. This is $29.95. Wait, even better. FlexPay ×3 here. So when you shop using any major credit card or debit card or PayPal, it's $10. Your first monthly payment, and we're shipping this right to your front door. Or with your HSN charge card, it's $7 and change to get this at home. Now this is when I promised you we were gonna have fabulous holiday specials and great gift ideas for you. Is this not a perfect example of just that? Edgy, modern, classic. And here's another thing that we're seeing these styles accent it with is the longer chain. So having this and having the adjustability of the necklace that is included, then if you want to make it a little bit shorter, you can. And then if you have something longer that you want to anchor and kind of frame it with in a longer necklace, we have a pretty tassel that's going to be coming up a little bit later on. It would work back beautifully. Couple of other things I want to mention. Oh, this is my heart ring. This is so beautiful. Let me get it close. Let's get super close here. I have, is it only 2 dozen, Paul? All right, the good news is this will not last. I have sizes 5 through size 10. It's the first time we've ever done a heart solitaire in Absolute, in a bezel setting. Look at the double split shank. We even did the round brilliant Absolute accenting down the side. That is gorgeous. And talk about difficult and expensive. So difficult to cut a stone and set it like that, and especially at $59.95. So we're gonna show that with our brand new heart pendant. And this has been a huge request. Want to have more of the signature diamond heart looks in Absolute. I think they did a magnificent job in the shape, in the size. The stones in here would equate to just about over a carat. This is so funny. Don't mind me. I'm hesitating for a second because I know I must have had a pen that exploded in my hands, and I have pen marks all over my fingers and on my fingers now, so I apologize about that. You know, it's funny, every time I wipe it off, it must be stuck somewhere and then it magically appears somewhere else. Okay, sorry, thank you guys. Live television, you gotta absolutely love it. Anyway, so back to our #1 motifs in Absolute, in pendants, has always been, and this is going back, you know, to the very beginning of our simulated diamond collection at HSN, hearts and crosses. Well, this particular one, I'm wearing it really high up on the neckline. It is all adjustable on the sterling silver necklace. It's 16 inches, and this one has a full 2-inch extender. Let me double check, yeah, 2-inch extender in the back. So I could wear this, I have it on the shortest, but I would love to show this with a layering piece too, or just as your everyday, you have it, signature design. Look at it back for just a minute with that brand new heart ring. And you know what else I have? Earrings. Can I see those stud earrings too? Because this is the only hearts that we're showing in the collection. I can't get over this at $39.95. It appraised, the pendant and necklace appraised at $90. So HSN price, it will be, if any of these remain, $49.95. That's outstanding. The fact that we're offering it today at $10 less than that for $39.90. First airing, it's been extremely popular already on hsn.com. And now you can see on Orshi, she's wearing it a little bit longer on the necklace, like down about 18 inches in length. Looks fantastic. It's $13.32. Here's the other thing I want you to keep in mind. Everything in these 2 hours of our beautiful exclusive Absolute is all about holiday gift giving. So with that in mind, when you're shopping, also want to make sure you have peace of mind knowing that you're saying, okay, I'm getting this for my granddaughter, I'm getting this for my sister, I'm getting this beautiful pendant for my daughter, for my godchild, for my wife. And I want to just make sure that I can, you know, give this for the holiday and know that it's going to be beloved. We have extended our returns until January 31st, 2017. So you can wrap up this beautiful pendant, maybe, if you're able to, especially at these wonderful values today, make an entire suite out of it. You know, we talk about fancy cut stones, and in that solitaire ring, which I want to say is just about spoken for already, that heart-shaped double or bezel set solitaire ring, and then the pendant, and then the most beautiful stud earrings. Fancy cut meaning there's a lot of waste in the solitaire when you have a fancy cut stone, like a heart shape, like a marquise shape, like a pear shape, because there's a lot of waste on the actual rough of the stone, so typically more expensive. So we don't see the solitaires, especially those earrings are so beautiful with the framing, which is so popular right now, with that halo detailing accenting around the solitaire in the back. But what a perfect way to express who you are, to say how much you love someone, especially during the holiday season. And you know, I mean, diamond hearts in a pendant, genuine diamond hearts, always #1 top selling silhouette right there with the cross. So the cross and then the motif of the heart universally from day one in pendants has always been #1, especially in diamonds. Not a better way to say I love you than the world's most beautiful precious gemstone in the world, which of course is the diamonds. And to that, I do a lot of comparison to diamonds in Absolute because they are exact. I mean, truly exact in the fact that they're hard, strong, durable. In fact, because Absolute is so perfect, there's even more dispersion, which means the fire that you see coming from the stones in an Absolute than there is in a diamond. So you are in for a treat here. $13.32. I think that is so pretty. Okay. 513-281 is the item number there. We're counting backwards now as well to the availability here of our beautiful heart pendant. And then ask about the matching ring. And now we're gonna jump into one of the things I am just most excited about, that we've finally been able to accomplish: a heart-shaped solitaire and a stud earring, and then accented that heart so perfectly and flawlessly with round, brilliant stones like a halo bordering the outside here. We originally offered these at $109.95. We are offering these at close to 20% off our HSN price, and you would expect in retail to spend well over $150. In fact, we have an appraisal here of $170. And what's interesting to know is that with HSN, we do 3 outside appraisals, and this is in all jewelry, all of the categories that we feature in the different brands. When you see an appraisal retail, we take 3 outside appraisals, and we don't go with the highest, we don't go with the mid, we go with the lowest of those 3 outside appraisals. So these exact earrings, your earrings that you're purchasing today, they appraised at $170. We're offering them at $89.90. And they have the larger butterfly clutch backs. They're clean, they're crisp. You saw them on Orshi. They're beautifully balanced. And it's the only style like this in a heart solitaire that we have in the Absolute collection. The unfortunate thing is I have fewer than 140 of these remaining at this point. We have 4 flex pays, so that's also a wonderful help in shopping for holiday gifts. That would be $22.50. The carat weight in here in these earrings, just to give you an approximate carat weight, because I just want to, especially the center stones, the heart solitaires are 7 millimeters. So I would equate those to, about 2 carats, a little over 2 carats. So altogether, we're looking at approximately 4 1/4 carats in a diamond equivalent. That's the shot I want you to see. I want you to see these on. See how beautifully they cover the lobe. See how perfectly balanced they are on the earlobe. They're not pulling forward. They stay put. They come up at the perfect height on the earlobe. So it's just the quintessential, absolutely most beautiful, rarely seen, rarely done is a heart shape in any gemstone. I mean, diamonds, gemstones, colored gemstones, and the same thing holds true in our Absolute. So this is going back to that signature look. You want a pair of stud earrings that always, you know, just fit the bill. Whatever the mood may be, whatever the style may be on the day, you want something that you can sleep in, you can wear every single day. These are those earrings that you can be confident are gonna be that, you know, perfect fit for whatever occasion it may be. And think about, you know, weddings or maybe bridesmaids gift. That's something else to think about when we're offering great holiday specials like we are today. 496-368 is your item number there. Now, a couple of things we want to mention coming up in the hour. Oh, I'm hoping we have a chance to do a presentation on this. This has been very, very popular online, and it's the first time we're offering it at this amazing holiday price. $39.95, and guess what? That's all baguettes. Rarely, if ever, do we do a full pendant featuring baguettes. You may see baguettes as accent stones in a ring or accent stones in a pendant. The entire pendant here is made up of curved, individually hand-set, hand-cut, gorgeous baguettes on a 16-inch necklace with the extender in the back. Would you ever in a million years think $39.95? No way. Brand new 3 or 4 flex pays, that's still to come in this hour of Absolute brilliant gift ideas celebrating the holiday season. Well, we're gonna stay within that fancy cut arena, if you will, because we have another piece that we had a chance to launch last month. And it was the first time we ever did a full eternity band ring featuring all fancy cut heart-shaped stones. So here's what we have available. We have 5 through size 10. We have rose gold, which is made up the same way as the yellow gold, where sterling is your base metal and there's 120 mils of rose gold bonded on top of that. Same thing with the yellow gold, so no mystery metals, so we can say it is true precious. I wanna just show you, coming up is our showstopper ring. That's that solitaire. So if you wanna go ahead and build that look with a great anniversary or eternity style band ring, that's a nice way you're able to do so with a fancy cut of all heart shapes. You know, I could see if they did maybe 3/4 of the way around, but the entire band, no matter what size you choose, 5 through size 10, are all these gorgeous fancy cut stones. I'm gonna update you here in just a minute as far as size availability, because this has been popular since we launched. Okay, in all 3 colors, Paul? Okay, right now, we just lost size 10. We're gonna lose size 5 in the next few moments, and that is in all 3 of the colors. And I will tell you, we have basically a couple dozen, if that, in each size, in each color. Now let me give you an idea of carat equivalent to what this would be in diamonds, because like I said, these are diamond heart shapes. That's what people you'll never be able to tell the difference. In a million years, you can't. And they just shine and they sparkle, and the fire is just like something you've never experienced unless you've actually had a D flawless diamond that you've owned or you had a chance to see. It's that same exact experience. I'll show you. I even brought my diamond engagement ring and my band ring in to show you the difference of a brilliant fiery stone and of course mine are not D quality diamonds. I mean, they're average grade, but I mean, most of us never in a lifetime could afford, you know, something of that caliber until the absolute. So size 5, we're looking at approximately 4 carats in diamond equivalent. Size 6, approximately 4.5 carat in diamond equivalent. Size 7, just a little bit over. It'll be probably almost about 4.6 carat. Size 8, 4.9, size 9, 5 carat diamond equivalent, and size 10 would be 5 carat diamond, a little bit over 5 carat diamond. Well, 10 just sold out, but you can put your name on wait list to get that look for under $20 on FlexPay. How do you possibly go wrong? Okay, we have just a couple dozen now. These will all sell out once again. We brought these back specifically on request because they sold out so quickly when we originally launched them. We've done many versions of Eternity band rings in Absolute. We have never done, and you're gonna see a close up right now, heart shapes so precise and so perfect. Look at how every single one, and they're alternating where the lobes are up on one and then the reverse will have the point going up. And that is done just like the genuine diamond version. I'm gonna give you a little clue. Tens of $1,000 look here to have fancy cut heart shapes with that kind of brilliance in full cuts in any Eternity style ring. $79.95 for the next couple of minutes. Looks like size 9 is now getting limited in the white, in the silver, and in the yellow, actually right across the board here. And it's a fun way to try to incorporate maybe rose gold or maybe the yellow gold or in the sterling, in the white. If you tend to always go towards, you know, one color in Absolute, why not? Enables you to try, you know, the look of diamonds in a rose gold, or in, you know, something that is different from what you typically would choose. As anniversary or as I love you, there's nothing that signifies a special occasion better than this band ring that we're showing here today. And as close as you wanna get, I wanna show you individually pronged set. On the inside of the band, beautifully, beautifully polished. Open gallery, just like in a solid gold. That shot there says it all. I mean, it's so beautiful. Honestly, you could take this and put it on, you know, a gold necklace or a white gold or platinum or a cord and wear it as a pendant. That's how spectacular and how impeccable these stones are, and how perfectly matched and how perfectly flawless each and every single one is. Alternating up and down around the entire band, that's what gives it that true designer signature look. This is the way of showing ones that you love, how you feel, and really the true meaning of eternal love, of forever. And that is that continuous, endless design that you see with heart shape. Nothing better. Okay, in the vermeil, would that be in the yellow? Okay, size 6 and 7 only right now, correct? In the final minute, so if you want the vermeil 6-7 special in your sterling silver, okay, sizes 5, 6, and 8 only, but that's getting super limited. And in the rose, it's gonna be your best bet, but that's also getting limited in all sizes. We have 6, size 7, size 8, and size 9. But I have fewer than 100 in all of them at this point. So we're gonna get scooting along here. Congratulations, what a treasure coming your way. Extended returns happening, extra flex going on. It's just a win-win, however you look at it. Now, still to come in this hour is that fabulous showstopper solitaire ring for under $40. Never done before. So I hope you stay with us. Right now, we're gonna check in with Adam Freeman in our spotlight. Take a look.
Don't wait for Black Friday, gift now. Our best deals start with a bang. Don't miss the HP 15-inch touchscreen with Intel processor. It's our lowest priced laptop of the season. You won't want to miss this deal. Plus, all electronics are on free shipping. No better time to get your gifts. Be sure to tune in for our doorbusters tonight at the top of every hour, starting at 6 p.m. Visit hsn.com for more.
Being a chef is the best job in the world. You can actually make people happy through food. The true goal of the Simply Mean collection is bringing all my experience of cooking for the last 30 years to you at home to make you realize that anyone can do this. And it should not be a task or a job. There's pleasure involved in making food. You'll be amazed how easy it is to be a chef.
Chef Ming Tsai, today, only on HSN.
At HSN, we know we're the best way to holiday.
This kind of magic happens once a year.
Where else can you get fashion tips from me?
Or holiday crafting tips from me.
Always be mistletoe ready.
So come cook with me.
Let's decorate together.
How you showing?
Let's create something great.
Oh, what fun it is to make HSN
Your home for the holidays.
You're home for the holidays.
Your home for the holidays.
Your home for the holidays.
Well, TGIF, hope you're enjoying your Friday. I'm Lynn Murphy, and we're talking Absolute, the world's finest simulant diamond. And this is really all about the most special jewelry gift you could give to someone that you love and to yourself. This next selection is #1 most sought after top gift pick of the year. And I'm gonna tell you right this very minute when you start getting, and you probably already are, all the big catalogs and all the special jewelry stores that start sending out their holiday shopping catalogs, you are gonna see this silhouette, this earring, on the front page of every single magazine as the #1 top gift. Diamond stud halo earrings in the round brilliant, in a size that you can really appreciate. We're looking at over 1.5 carats in each of the stud brilliant solitaires here. Over 1.5 carats. So that means they're gonna show up, they stand out, and here's the best part, they're $59.95. Oh, the brand new heart bezel set solitaire ring is now completely sold out. Thank you. But you know what? Waitlist is available, and I definitely recommend that you do it. So going back to the #1 hottest diamond gift for the holiday season and for the entire year, you're looking at it, and we have it first in the Absolute. They will be $69.95. They appraised at $146. So we're also featuring these. Look at those on Orshi here. I mean, that, honest to goodness, is the #1 style in a brilliant solitaire, and it's the #1 size. A lot of times, especially when you get into this price range, even in simulated diamonds, it's like 1/4 of a carat. You're not looking at a 1.5 carat solitaire. And then the halo effect, which is the round, like the jacket that you see around the outside. No way, no. Nowhere near that. Now, in a diamond equivalent of this quality, guess what? You look like you have on your $20,000 pair of diamond earrings, and nobody knows the difference. And with FlexPay here, here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. First time we brought them in, the first to see them, the #1 most popular gift for diamonds this holiday, and really forever. I mean, the stud earring, the stud diamond is every woman's, dream come true. When you're building a diamond wardrobe, obviously you want a beautiful pendant if you can, a wonderful solitaire, maybe an anniversary ring, and absolutely diamond stud earrings. I want diamond stud earrings that look like this, that have a presence, that are worry-free. Look at the faceting in there, that I can sleep in, that I can shower in, that I don't have to worry whatsoever that they're gonna get cloudy or discolored, or I'm gonna have any issues with sensitivities because it's all precious metal. This is that earring. If you're buying it as a gift, can you imagine just the look of whoever's face that you have in your head right now? You're thinking, my sister's always wanted gorgeous diamond earrings, or my daughter, she's 15 or she's 21, and I'd love to be able to give her something special this holiday season that she'll have for a lifetime, and in essence, she will. Just imagine her opening up that box for this special holiday season and the look on her face. Because I'm telling you, if you've never seen Absolute in person, it's unlike any experience. I don't even like calling it a simulant diamond, because that's how flawless and perfect and real. And when I say flawless, it is impeccable all the way. Where a diamond, we talk about, in scales of what they're graded in letters and clarity. This is like taking the very best flawless diamond in the world and setting it right next to these earrings. And guess what? You would not be able to tell with the human eye. And that's what we've always, we've said for all the years of training in gem and gemology and taking special, diamond classes. The one thing they say is you be careful of simulant stones that resemble diamonds. And you especially be careful where, and this is the truth, this is out in the industry, even, when we brought in this quality of rough, when there is an industry using top quality simulant diamonds like A quality rough, which is the best. It's the most expensive, it's flawless. Always we're warned, don't ever look at that and try to sight ID one of these stones, because you can't tell. Now, yes, obviously, if you put these under special gemological microscopes, then obviously you'd be able to read and tell that it's not a real diamond. But other than that, no way. Absolutely not. And they keep that sparkle, they keep that fire, they keep that brilliance for years and years to come. Think about if you were to buy something like this, the #1 diamond solitaire of the season, right? With the halo around it. A lot of times that's like a jacket that's separate, but I like it that this is all in one. So a lot of times, you consider, okay, well, yeah, they're, close to $10,000, and yeah, that's not really in my budget. Or let's say you do have diamond earrings that, are very, very expensive stones. I don't know about you, but I'd be a nervous wreck wearing them every day. I'd be a nervous wreck traveling in those genuine, very expensive diamond solitaire earrings. And the same thing with, an engagement ring or a diamond ring. God forbid something happened to it. So that's another thing that makes, the beauty of Absolute so special. That's why, and this silhouette here and the brilliance and the classics and studs, it is our #1 visited jewelry store on hsn.com is Absolute. And what are we looking for? What is the most popular? It's the stud earrings, it's the classic engagement style rings, it's the solitaires, it's those looks and diamonds that are just too unattainable, or if they are attainable, it's just not something you feel very comfortable wearing on a daily basis. So I want to say thank you for your calls. I know hundreds of you in the ordering process. The 4 flex pays will go away at midnight tonight. That's only for this afternoon show. And then, of course, please inquire about Extra Flex with the HSN charge card. And if you don't have it, today's a great day to apply for the HSN charge card because as soon as you're approved, you could take $20 off. Now, here's a great example. Here's my showstopper that's coming up. It's a full solitaire. I'm showing you around the back because this also happens to be an Eternity Diamond Band look. We're offering not at $54.95, but for the first time ever at $39.95. So if you're applying for the HSN charge card, for instance, and as soon as you're approved, your very first purchase, you could get this ring for $19.95 in precious silver. We showed it once. Now that's just one of the choices. We have the round brilliant, #1 silhouette in a solitaire, and in the vermeil. We're also going to be featuring Marquis Solitaire with an Eternity ring in silver and vermeil. And then we also have the gorgeous Princess Cut. 086450. That is still to come. Please inquire for your size. They will go very quickly, as hundreds already have, especially at $39.95. Wow. 3 or 4 flex pays, fancy cut gorgeous solitaire, 086450. And this is that solitaire that I equated in a real diamond would be close to $25,000 to $30,000. And that's the exact look that we are bringing to you. Okay, so we have another favorite that is back in stock and that we're delighted to share with everyone. It's our cushion, Asher cut, pardon me, with the beautiful baguettes on the side. And Asher cut is one of those very rare, also fancy cut, rarely ever seen except in very few flawless diamonds. So that's why it's not that traditional name that you instantly, oh yeah, like a round or, you know, a pear or marquee that you associate with. The reason being is the Asher cut we could never even do in absolute until, oh, I want to say probably about 7 years ago when Jean Doucet, one of our fabulous jewelry designers, did the very first Asher cut in absolute, and everybody just went just crazy for it, knowing that until that time you could only get this magnificent fancy solitaire in this shape in a flawless diamond, which also brought about the, you know, highest price points. So with that, we thought, okay, let's do in our absolute collection something that is just truly out of this world, close to 7 carats. The Asher solitaire is 10 millimeters. So that would equate to about, I'm gonna say 4.5 carat solitaire. How about that? And then the rest of the carat weight is gonna be made up of the beautiful baguettes. Look at even the round, brilliant pave stones. Stunning gallery, perfect height to enable the light to shine through, which is what ultimately shows off the brilliance and the fire that we love so much in our flawless diamond looks. We have sizes 5 through size 10 right now currently available, but it's the first time we have ever offered this at a special holiday price, this setting. It was $79.95. It looks like now size 5 and 10 are also in jeopardy of selling out in the next few minutes, but today we took $10 off and said, listen, let's do 4 flex pays. How great is that? Can you imagine getting close to a 7 carat solitaire in a fancy cut, beautiful, one-of-a-kind Asher design, Asher shape, at your front door, and basically you're spending about $20 and it'll be there. We'll ship this to you in your size in the next 48 hours, and this will be at your front door in the next few days. And you're gonna open up the magic and you're gonna see that gorgeous fire and brilliance just bursting out of the ring box. And when you slide it on, it's just so clean. It's so incredibly crisp. Yeah, you know, it's true. My director, Rebecca, just said, even there, I mean, you very rarely see fire when you're looking at the reflection on, you know, our cameras and the big lights in the studios. You can see that's rainbow fire there. The yellow, the green flashes, the pinks, the reds, the blues, the purples. That is oranges. I mean, it's screaming out of that stone. And that's why it's so beloved. Now, I want to just go ahead and mention the bracelet that I'm wearing, because this also has those unique, brilliant, very, very rarely seen, those shapes in a diamond in a line bracelet, because it'd just be way, again, too expensive, but we were able to do it in Absolute, and I just think it goes brilliantly, really pretty back with the Asher cut, because you'll notice in between the princess stones here in the line bracelet, there's baguettes, and that's what's picking up. There's the baguettes on either side of the Asher cut, so it all just works, you know, beautifully together. I knew this was going to be a hit. I'm so thrilled to see your response. I will tell you, it's the only Asher cut in our Absolute collection of this magnitude. You will see Asher cuts going down the line, but very rarely will you see them at over 3 carats. It's just same thing in real diamonds. It's just very costly. It's very labor intensive to be able to get that perfect precision. It's almost like a hexagon, if you will, where the corners are slightly angled. So all of that has to be done and finished and cut by hand like a real diamond would be. Same thing with the baguettes, and the fact that we set this in fine precious sterling silver. We coat it with that of rhodium, so you get that gorgeous patina and that long-lasting, almost platinum look to it. But this is so clean and elegant and perfect lines. I mean, just a sensational piece that I wouldn't even want to guess in a real diamond of this caliber, in a platinum or in a white gold setting, how expensive something like that would be. I would have, forget it. I have to say 70, 80,000? Really? To get an Asher cut of that size and a flawless, let's equate it to a D flawless diamond, you bet. And that's the beauty of Absolute. You get those looks, it's very free. The compliments that you receive, or, you know, even in terms of maybe a first diamond ring, you know, that you're gonna treat yourself to, or maybe you never invested in a diamond for an engagement ring because you put that money towards a down payment on your home or a car or whatever the case may be. This is the perfect time. Well, our showstopper will be the perfect one at $39.95 to definitely treat yourself to a gorgeous engagement solitaire. Okay, now speaking of beautiful fancy cuts, I can't get over there's any of these left. 15 only? All right, well, here's what happens during these big Absolute shows, especially with all these incredible holiday prices. I have 15 remaining in our Princess Cut channel set hoop earring. They're 1 1/8 of an inch in length. They are so beautiful. Look at those. 2.2 carats. Incredibly believable. I have 15 remaining in the vermeil as well. It's our very best value we have ever offered at $59.95, and we're featuring them with 4 or 5 flex pays, and that's item 459638. So good luck to you. I certainly hope you're able to get the last of the quantity here of those beautiful Princess Cut, for only ones of its kind, because you talk about expensive. Princess Cut is another fancy cut, and that brings us on to this gorgeous bracelet. But those stones all had to be set by hand. Now, speaking of that, baguettes and round brilliants set in this one-of-a-kind line bracelet. We have 3 sizes for you. Well, actually 2, pardon me. We have small, medium, or we have your medium large. Small medium at 6 3/4 of an inch. Oh, medium large is gone. Oh, okay. 100 remaining in the small medium. So I'm wearing the small medium. I would say comfortably in the small medium if you wear traditionally about up to a 7 1/4, 7 1/2 inch. Then, or if you wear smaller, you'll be okay on the small medium. But this is a line bracelet taken to a whole new level. It is just, I absolutely love this piece. It's so gorgeous. And you know what's amazing? It's a line bracelet, but you're seeing very little, if any, metal, any precious metal at all in here. What are you seeing? You're seeing nothing but the look of gorgeous, fabulous, fancy cut diamonds. Isn't that outstanding? So when you get really close, what you'll notice is it goes from baguettes to rounds to even making up like a princess cut in a 4 square box. That's all set by hand, fluid. You could wrap this right around my finger. That's how flexible and comfortable it is. And we are looking at here a $40 holiday price special savings. Are you kidding? Whoa. This bracelet appraised at $375. We offered it at HSN at $189.95, and never before at over 20% off our HSN price at $149.95, and 4 or 5 flex pays. So we're looking at an estimate diamond equivalent, because remember, this would be exactly, if you were to walk into a jewelry store and you were to see these in flawless diamonds, it would say on the tag, D Flawless Diamonds, 6 carats. So that's what you're looking at, is 6 carats in a line bracelet. Now, I don't know about you, but tell me that wouldn't be a dream come true. Oh, you better believe it. Back with my showstopper, my solitaire eternity band ring. And that's coming up in about 5 minutes from now. I'll tell you also, the pear shape, or excuse me, the princess cut in our showstopper would go back beautifully, as would the round brilliant. I have fewer than 100 of the only one of its kind in baguettes and round bar sets. There's channel set absolute baguettes at the center in here. There's linear stations that each have bead set round absolute on the end of the bar sets. And then in the box clasp, even there, you have the beautiful baguettes and the double safety catch. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I know we just showed you these gorgeous channel set hoop earrings, but they are now completely sold out, and I'm not surprised. Always a #1 top silhouette. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll let you know about our line bracelet. I want to say maybe 50 of the line bracelets remaining. Okay, now we're going to talk about this lovely pendant. We showed this once, and already the majority, I'm not surprised, of the quantity has been selected. You know, I said this earlier, talk about ultimate gifts. Talk about bridesmaids' presents. Talk about the most beautiful diamond necklace to give to mom, to give to your daughter, to give to your wife, to give to your granddaughter, to give to your grandmom, to give to your best friend. I mean, this is like taking baguettes, and baguettes is another one of those very, very difficult stones to work with. In absolute, as is in diamonds, they have to be set by hand, and the way they move with the light and reflect the light is unlike anything else. This is like a beauty, isn't that pretty? Just a pretty chevron shape, how it just slightly used at the bottom. And the way the light bounces off this, it just takes your breath away. First time offering this special brand new piece and featuring it at 20% off our HSN price that we're going to offer it for. $49.95 will be what the HSN price will be after the holiday, and while they last, we have 3 flex pays, but right now it's $39.95. It's a 16-inch necklace with a 2-inch extender, and this is another great opportunity to apply for the HSN charge card. Think about that. Yeah, you would get this necklace home for $10. Now that's pretty outstanding. And then you can take advantage of extra flex on all of the absolute pieces that we're gonna be sharing with you for the remainder of the afternoon. It's a win-win. So if you're thinking about a perfect necklace, this is a one size will fit all. That's the other thing, ageless, timeless, incredible, incredible special price today. I mean, we've never done, and I said this during the preview, you know, we've seen baguettes as accent stones. We've never done an entire necklace and pendant made up of nothing but baguettes until right now. So that, for those of you who love the custom, who love the elite, who are looking for another great signature everyday necklace that you can wear, you can sleep in, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. People are going to think you're wearing genuine diamonds that were custom made for you, and there's no doubt about that, and would never in a million years ever think that this necklace was $39.95. Wouldn't even think it was $92 for that matter. So 514-045 is the item number. Thank you for your calls here. We'll keep you updated. Another wonderful gift. Okay, so I was mentioning accenting a lot of our, you know, pendant necklaces that we wear a little higher up on the necklace or on the neckline, accenting with something a little bit longer. I have the newest look in a tassel. It's brand new today in Absolute. I have 100 of these available, and it's 24 inches in length. So you have that great, great, great length. And then you can also, again, add that into any of your decorative styles, but then we're going to be doing a full presentation coming up in just a few moments. 513-868 is your item number, but it is time for one of our most anticipated key specials of the afternoon. I'm still in shock over this. I'm so excited for you. Take a look at our showstopper. Alrighty, we are gonna make dreams come true right here, right now. And I couldn't be more excited. This has been our #1 solitaire and the 3 top choices in cuts. The Round Brilliant, there is the Princess. Look at the fire. You never get fire in color like that out of a Princess Solitaire. We're able to do it in Absolute. And then there's your Marquee, your fancy cut. Brilliant. Look at this. You know what? The prongs on there on that Marquee, there's 6 prongs. You never see that in fashion jewelry or in this price point. You see that in your most expensive diamond settings. Even in the vermeil. So what you have, vermeil and silver. Even in the vermeil, just like in a gold, a yellow gold setting, let me take the Princess Cut Solitaire here. I want you to see what they did. This is no joke. In a gold setting, they will use white gold in the prongs because it's a stronger metal to hold the diamond in place. They did the same thing here in the sterling silver. So you have the gold in the vermeil, full eternity. Look at that. The entire, if this was just a plain eternity band for $39.95, and then we're gonna go over individual carat weights right now. Here's the good news. I have your round, I have your princess, and I have your Marquee in the vermeil and in the silver in sizes. Now get this, 5 through size 11. 5 through 11, this is $54.95. Never before special holiday price, $39.95 while they last, today only, with 3 or 4 flex payments. So think about that. That's under $14 to get home that dream come true gorgeous solitaire right hand diamond ring, or as an engagement ring, or as, you know, that perfect travel ring, because you don't want to wear, you know, an expensive real diamond when you're traveling. You don't want to have, you know, be sick to your stomach if, God forbid, something happens to it. I will tell you this, at this point, if you want the Marquee, and we'll get these close up again if we can, guys, because I want you to see, we have the Marquee available for you in the silver and also in that beautiful vermeil. And there you have the Round Brilliant stones accenting all the way around. So they're gonna be different equivalent carat weight depending on its size because of the eternity band ring. But in general, the center stones here are 2 carats. So you want to talk about a believable solitaire? Wow. So the Marquee, the Round Brilliant, and the Princess equates to approximately 2 carats in a solitaire. And then the rest of the carat weight, about a half a carat, is gonna be made up of the full eternity band that it's set with. Okay, does that make sense? So 2 carat center stone in each of these. Oh, these close-ups are just beautiful. And I will tell you, going back, so I'm gonna bring you just to give you an idea. And I love, 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 don't get me wrong, my beautiful engagement ring, but this is what makes Absolute so magical, okay? Now, when I tell you, and it's a different size and different comparison and so forth, but when I tell you Absolute has a fire and a brilliance unlike anything in the world, okay, that's my diamond. That's my, you know, my engagement ring, all right? Nowhere near a D-flawless stone. Nowhere near the fire and the clarity and the brilliance, isn't it? Oh, forget it, yes. Now this here, beautiful, it's diamond. You know, that's tens of thousands of dollars, okay? So crazy when you can get that look, right? With worry-free in a beautiful, and I said earlier, I guesstimated $25,000 to $30,000 look. Let me tell you, you better believe it. In a flawless diamond, that's exactly what it would be. So there's the round. Now, forever and ever, we were not able to produce the Princess Cut. And we're gonna have a clock going up on the screen before you know it, and we have over 400 people trying to get through. So please take advantage of express ordering, because we are very busy. Princess Cut, we were never able to do in Absolute because we were never able to capture the beautiful fire in the stone. That's the same thing why Princess Cut in real diamonds is one of the most costly. Well, we have the 2-carat equivalent for you in this showstopper. It's stunning in silver and in vermeil. Now let's talk about the marquee. This is the one I said earlier, the fact that you have 6 individual prongs, and any good, fine, real diamond in a fancy marquee cut is gonna have exactly that same setting. Look, we love the marquee. It's one of the most flattering shapes. It just elongates, it lengthens. It's so beautiful, and I'm gonna tell you, please don't be fooled by this incredible holiday price, $39.95. We will not repeat it. We are offering FlexPay ×3 here, so what's that, $13 and change to get it home with your unconditional extended guarantee now until the 31st of January, 2017. Do you know how many wonderful testimonials through the years that we have received from those who have chosen Absolute as their engagement ring, or, you know, never had a diamond solitaire, just were, you know, a basic band, and then said, you know, I'm gonna try, why not have the look of a gorgeous diamond? Love the Absolute solitaire so much that never even thought, you know, I'm not gonna replace it. I don't want a diamond. This is everything I've ever wanted, and obviously a fraction of the price. That is, I mean, stories and after story after story. Those who, you know, have purchased our Absolute for years and years because they know the quality, they know the fact that it's, you know, ease of mind, that it's worry-free, that it's strong, it's durable, it's wearable, and all of those goodies, you know. Okay, if you want size 5, size 10, or size 11 in every one of the cuts, in the round brilliant, in the princess, and in the marquee, size 5 and 11, and those are 2 sizes we don't often have, and now size 10. Oh boy, final call going out, and we're counting backwards to availability here in this final minute. I wanna say a big, big congratulations. I wish I could be with you when you open up that box and see this. I'm telling you, it's just like a dream come true. So if you are just tuning in with us, this is our showstopper. These appraised anywhere from $120, $119 to $129. And again, different shapes, fancy cut are gonna be, they'll appraise a little bit differently. The princess and the marquee are extremely, extremely rare and expensive. Round is typically not the most expensive, but is most popular because you get the most brilliance out of a round, fully faceted stone. So it looks like, and that's the case here too. A round brilliant in the vermeil, as well as in the sterling silver, is our most popular at this point here. So you have your choice, but that choice, that special holiday price goes away. The 3 or 4 flex pays. What would the 4 flex pays? It'd be $10. Good grief. To get this at home for an eternity band ring. It's kind of like your wedding ring and solitaire all in one if you want to do it that way too. 086450, or you have, you know, a granddaughter or someone special born in April and the diamond's their birthstone. This could be their right-hand ring. Can you imagine? Wear it every day. Oh, and don't have to worry about it. God forbid something happens to it, because it's only $39.95. This is an elegant, sophisticated, beautiful, one-of-a-kind bangle. I have 6 lucky gals that are gonna be able to own our Fleur de Lis Pave, and this is a hinged bracelet at $129.95 and available with 4 monthly flex payments. And I know we also have last call going out on our round and baguette line bracelet, so if you're still interested in the line bracelet, check with your representatives. Please don't miss out. Now close to 300 of you in the ordering process trying to get through on our showstopper. We want to make sure that we have the opportunity to get that out to you. Well, you're watching Absolute, and we really have something for everyone, for you, for gifts. Treasure, great holiday pricing, and we have another full hour, and this is the only 2 hours scheduled on the day, and you get to look forward to our Absolute shows once a month. That's it, but it is our #1 most visited site for jewelry on hsn.com. In fact, a lot of you are doing that right now, shopping hsn.com, you know, finding a special piece, for instance, like our showstopper in the Round Brilliant Solitaire, and say, oh, I want to go back for the Round Brilliant Solitaire earrings. Do you have something that would match in a pendant? And absolutely, we do. We have something for everyone, so we encourage you, especially when we get as busy as we've been in our first hour, to take advantage of downloading our HSN app or just simply shopping Absolute on hsn.com. Okay, let's talk about this brand new 24-inch, and this is adjustable. That is kind of the cool thing, not even kind of, it is totally cool and unique to this piece. In fact, Orshi, can you take that there's a little round, it's almost like a little donut, if you will. And then you can adjust that. You can wear it long at 24 inches. If Orshi wanted to, she could pull that all the way up, okay, to her neckline, and then create that true Y linear look and feel. So this exact gorgeous tassel necklace appraised at $358. We're offering it not $169, at $129.95.